Is with great pride and anticipation, we give you a tradition on this program that is not to be taken seriously, but is not to be missed. For the first time in 2019, I give you the picks. Oh, that is right. Hatchet has joined us on a day off. Away we go. We start out. Eastern Michigan laying 6.5 as they travel to wherever the hell Coastal Carolina is to take on the Chanticleers. We start out with David.
Eastern Michigan, surprisingly, the MAC title is not out of reach for them. So I have to go the Eagles here.
Wow, what a start.
Really disappointed that made a return. All right, we go over to Sully.
Yeah, you know what? And if you heard the Cash the Ticket podcast, Mike, you had a great breakdown on Eastern Michigan and Coastal Carolina. But I'm going to actually join my friend David and go with Eastern here. Shout out to TJ.
Well, cock-a-doodle-doo to you. Here's the deal. A Chanticleer is a fierce, unbeatable, very proud rooster. I don't know. I would imagine an angry chicken would probably die versus an eagle. But in this case, Eastern Michigan, their last 14 road games, has lost 11 of them, and the 3 wins by 6 points or less. I'm getting 6.5. Oh, cock-a-doodle-doo. I'll take the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina.
Oh.
Game number 2, Northwestern travels to Stanford, the Academic Bowl. Stanford laying 6.5. David?
Northwestern coming off a really good year, but they will take a step back, and in honor of Andrew Luck and his retirement, I have to take Stanford here.
All right, over to Sully.
Well, I'll one-up you then, David. In honor of this man, let me take Northwestern in this one.
I don't know why Stanford is a 6.5-point favorite. They averaged like 5 rushing yards a game last year. KJ Costello, nice. Couldn't name a skill player outside of that. You're giving me Fitz. You're giving me 6.5. He may have a 5-star quarterback in Hunter Johnson. Give me the Purple People Eaters.
It's because Stanford always starts the season strong when you look at the trends. That's why the point spread's this way.
Well, I'm not singing the fight song, but I'll take Northwestern.
Yeah, go Cats, right?
Go Cats. Name number 3. Boise State travels to take on FSU. They're at some nonsense. What is this, the Belk Bowl or whatever it is? Florida State now, Mike, 6.5?
6.5 when I checked it this morning.
Wow, opened up at 3.5. We go to David.
There is a hurricane hitting Florida. This game's moved from Jacksonville to Tallahassee because of it. And because of that, I'm taking Florida State in this game.
Over to Sully.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take Florida State as well.
Wow.
And here's why. I said this on Cash the Ticket. They returned 16 of their 20 tacklers on defense.
Ooh.
Give me FSU here.
Well, I'll tell you a couple of things. A, Florida State last year showed me one of the worst offensive lines in the history of organized football. 2, I can't support a team that supports something known as the turnover backpack.
Yeah.
And 3, you're giving me a touchdown to one of the most well-coached, well-organized road teams in the land. Give me Boise to at least keep this puppy close. Game number 4. Well, enjoy it, Doug. All the narcotics you want. It's a long weekend. Listen to me. Syracuse in the Why Did My Athletic Director Make Me Do This Bowl travels to take on Liberty. They got Hugh Freeze coaching from a Motel 6. Syracuse laying 18.
Update
David.
18.5 now. Live updates.
Doesn't matter to me. This is the game of the weekend. The game of the weekend for me. Syracuse lost Dungy, and, it should support Dino Babers, but I have to take Liberty in the upset. They win this game.
And you know why? You know why? Because Liberty is one of those religious schools. David's in.
That's why.
We're going over to Sully. That's right.
Yeah, man. Liberty is, when you look at the trends on it, Liberty's so good against the ACC, and they're so good in their non-conference games as well. So the fact that we're getting another half a point than the line was 2 hours ago, sure, I'll take Liberty as well. Why not?
Let me tell you
not
something.
to win, though, David, to cover.
Let me tell you something right now. I very rarely, go against my cousin, Dino Babers, and his big black coffee. I rarely will ever go against his big black rumors. But here's the deal. I'm going to stand tall with my guys here. This was one of the last games that I didn't select on Cash the Ticket. Let's go with Liberty. We got Hugh Freeze in a hotel suite on a walkie-talkie. Game number 5, Georgia Vandy, Georgia 22.5. David.
This game is in Vanderbilt, but it's not a home game for Vanderbilt because 70% of the tickets have been purchased by Georgia fans. They're taking over Nashville. Bulldogs all the way here.
Over to Sully.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. It's a lot of points. I know Vandy's pretty good in their conference games covering.
Today, Smalls.
But I'm going to take Georgia.
Georgia.
Shout out to Jimmy.
Next, Oregon, Auburn, showdown, Saturday night, live line, Auburn -4. David, take us to Jerry World.
Not sure how good Oregon is, but I know Malzone isn't, so let's go Ducks.
Over to Sully.
Love Justin Herbert. He's going to have a great year, but I'm actually going to take Auburn in this one to get it done.
Oregon's one of my sleeper teams. I think they have a superior offensive line. They can handle Auburn's D-line. You get the better quarterback. Look, Auburn is starting a talented but raw true freshman in Bo Nix. I can't take him in a big game like that. I'm going to give the Ducks a free roll here. I'll take the 4. Well, the defenses might be doing that here. Houston and Oklahoma in Norman. Oklahoma laying 23. The over-under set at 118.5.
Yeah.
We go to David.
Family in Houston, but it doesn't matter. Jalen Hurts, black quarterback, Boomer Sooner all the way.
Wait a minute. Houston's got a black quarterback in De'Aaron King.
Doesn't matter here. Better team.
Better black guy, he says. We go to Sully.
Yeah, over-under's actually at 80 right now. That's crazy. I like Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts going to try to send a message, run up the score. Give me Oklahoma.
I think Oklahoma can name the amount of points they score, but defensively, let's not sleep on Houston's skill players. Why not? Give me the 23. To hell with it. I'll take the Cougs. All right, Monday night, Notre Dame given 19. They travel to what used to be Papa John Stadium and take on Louisville. We go to David.
No Bridgewater, no Lamar Jackson. Pains me to say this. Notre Dame.
Cool. We go over to Sully.
Got to start the season off. Shout out to my dad. Don't want him mad at me for picking against the Irish. Give me Notre Dame here.
I think Notre Dame drops a bomb on them, Flex. Yeah. I think Louisville and Scott Satterfield got a long road back to respectability. Notre Dame lay the number. Oh, baby. Tulsa travels to East Lansing. Michigan State somehow laying 23.5. I don't know. They could score 24. We go to David.
Not sure what the offense looks like, and because a hurricane is hitting land tonight, I have to take the Golden Hurricanes here.
Wow. You actually, okay, I'll let it go. Go to Sully.
Yeah, look, State's offense was so bad last year. They're going to actually try to come out in the first game and run up the score. Plus, I don't want my girlfriend mad at me because she went to State, so let me pick MSU.
All right, well then, look. I don't know what that has to do with the proceedings. Tom, relax. I have to make this selection. I think D'Antonio's only 1-8 in openers, something ridiculous like that to cover. But I think, well, to hell with it. I'm watching the game socially tonight. Margarita's up. Lay the number. I hope State scores 50 or I'm swallowing a cyanide capsule. All right, Saturday night. Middle Tennessee State offensive coordinator Giddy Potts. They travel to Ann Arbor. Michigan laying 34.5. The Reverend Wright, what do you say?
That's a huge number, but this has to be Michigan's year. They have a Heisman candidate in Patterson. DPJ will dominate this season. Go Blue, Michigan all the way.
All right, over to Sully.
You know what? I like Michigan as well. I think they're just going to totally run up the score. I think they'll kill MTSU. Just give me Michigan, man.
Tell you one thing, Harbaugh. Thanks, Bogey. Happy birthday, by the way. I think Harbaugh loves to pound the weak. They'll probably print a number on this one, something like, I don't know, 49-10. Lay to points. What the hell? Let Michigan fans be happy and party in the big hole for one night. Those are the selections. I'm not yelling. I'll lose my voice. I'll let David sing his way out of here to vacation. That's not nice.
7-1.